Hello, and welcome to another California Psychics free live preview of our service where we show off what it's like to get a psychic reading here with us at California Psychics. And we are joined by our veteran of these live streams and a fan favorite and one of our top rated psychics as well, Psychic Uma. How are you doing today, Uma?
Good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I am doing fantastic because it is another Monday live stream, and I always love doing these and answering questions for our audience. And during this live stream, I want to break it down. We are going to have a full hour where Psychic Uma will be able to answer your questions for free. If you go ahead and type your questions into the Facebook or YouTube live chat, we will be picking out questions throughout this hour. Before we begin, I do want to list off some ground rules for questions today. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions today here at California Psychics. For medical, this can include treatments, medications, or fertility questions. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and just general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you include at least their first name. This will allow Psychic Uma to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. Excuse me. But without any further ado, Psychic Uma, if we are ready to go, we can go ahead and start answering our questions today.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Our first one will be from Nicole from YouTube, Uma. Nicole is asking, will Shakes and Nicole make up? And I'm assuming in terms of their relationship. So a love question to start us off today.
Okay, let's take a peek at you guys here and see what spirit is bringing in for us. And within this, immediately the energy is shifting to a yes. So that's the short answer to this question here. But a lot of reflection of the past is coming in, and it really looks like things are being looked at from a very different perspective or angle. And it really feels like his energy, it's all about rekindling right now, is what his energy is pulling in right now. And I feel like there's a lot of different things that he's really tried to look at from a different perspective. So 100% you guys are definitely in this position to make up. The only thing with this is that there's still a little bit of timing. It is showing closer to the end of the month right now before he will make this comeback. Communication, though, it really starts to want to come in around the 18th of this month. So at least you can see some progress there, and you're going to see some changes that he has made.
All right. So yes, hopefully that did resonate with you, Nicole. And yes, hopefully Shakes does reach out very soon. That is kind of coming up, and this year is going by fast. So it's coming up soon. Our next one is from Myrna for you, Uma. She says, hello, Uma. She'll be getting married September 21st. How do you see the marriage between her and Jesus doing?
Well, congratulations, first off. That's exciting. That's coming up. But let's take a peek at you guys in the future and just where everything is at. And as we are opening up, this energy of a very positive energy flow wants to come forward. There are some changes that are going to, transition in between the two of you. It's not just, you becoming married and those kinds of things, but like on a personal level, more emotion is something that is really coming forward for you guys. More connections, everything like this is really, really deep, but there is a bond that is really, really connected in between the two of you. This one's a little off the wall because I know it's not really related to the marriage, but there's a lot of financial gain that's coming forward for the both of you. And so that must be something of like an adventure that you guys are going to either, go upon, maybe like your own business, something together that financially brings you both stronger. But overall, like your marriage is really set to have some very beautiful, we're going to call them new beginnings, but also, extensions, because you guys are going to be in it for the long haul for sure. You guys are going to make it no matter what. There'll be always ups and downs, but you guys work through them all.
Yes. Well, once again, congratulations, Mirna, and hopefully the two of you will be having a very happy marriage. And yes, Mirna also saying thank you to you for that meeting. So we're glad you stopped by, Mirna, and yes, definitely keep us updated. Our next question for you, Uma, will be from Octavia. Octavia is asking about a romantic connection between her and Derek. Is this possible? She needs to move on and she is struggling to free herself and kind of get some clarity around her love life. So, do you have any insight for her today?
Yeah, let's take a peek at you guys here. And the hard thing with this is that there's a lot of heaviness that immediately comes forward. The word disappointment is really, really strong surrounding you right now. And really, as hard as this is to say, is that in order for your own happiness to shine through, it is that point where you do need to like sever ties. There's a lot of emotional blockages that are coming forward for you that I do feel like are kind of trapping in that disappointment. Um, Going back to the first part of this question, it's a difficult one because there are romantic ties that come in between you and Derek, but are they long lasting? No, they are not. And that's where I feel like a lot of the emotional roller coaster or feelings of disappointment come in for you because it's we're here, we're all over the board. Um, and as hard as it is right now, it is going to be best for you to separate and really just allow yourself to move on because he's going to be a blockage no matter how many times he comes back and wants to be in this romantic position with you. I hate to say this and be negative, but unfortunately, he is not your forever person. There is somebody that's going to come, but he needs to be cleared first.
No, that was a great insight, Psychic Uma. Octavia, we are rooting for you and we hope you do find your forever person very soon. Definitely do keep us updated on your love journey. And thank you for stopping by today. Our
Yeah.
next question for you, Psychic Uma, during this free live preview is from Danny. Danny is asking, do you see a relationship for them in the future? They seem to be having the worst luck lately. And is it possible that they will be reconnecting from somebody from the past, or will it be somebody new that they end up finding a relationship with?
Okay. So let's take a peek at this and see where you are. And I mean, short answer, yes. Like your future definitely holds a relationship, a romantic relationship within this. And in fact, the energy is connecting you to that soulmate connection. So this is definitely going to be someone that is long term, long lasting. To be honest, I'm not getting a past energy that's coming forward. This is a brand new energy that wants to enter your life. Um, September is really, really sticking out for you right now as far as like this new person entering your life. Spirit is also showing that you do have some blockages that you're trying to work through. Don't overthink that one. It's just representing that you are in a position that you're pushing through, you're going to make it through, and then you will be able to meet this person and they will be your forever person. Um, Spirit's given me the letter M as far as some sort of connection to this person that's going to be entering your life. I don't know if that's first name or last name, but they definitely have an M in their name.
All right. That was a fantastic reading, Uma. And we hope this did resonate with you, Danny. So, our next question for you, Uma, is going to be from Pam. Pam is asking about her relationship with Andrew and if what their relationship will be that long term, forever relationship you've been mentioning.
Okay. So let's look at you and Andrew, just see where spirit is taking us. So as we open this energy, there is strength that really does come forward. So that right there tells me that this is forever relationship. Unfortunately, there's obstacles that are creating doubts. They're creating fears and uncertainties right now. And it does feel that this is something that is, I'm gonna call it in the works, but is being worked through right now. In this month, you are going to have some changing points, we'll call them, but you're going to have some turning points that are going to come forward. They're going to release some of these fears, anything that really creates that doubt. And you will start to see a whole different side. And you and Andrew are going to really strengthen through the remainder of this year. Something significant in the month of December is really coming forward for you and him. I don't want to, ruin surprise or anything like that, but it does feel that it is some level of engagement or that next chapter. There's a lot of that energy that surrounds you in the 12th month. So you're going to really see where this is going by the end of the year.
All right. That was a great reading, Uma. And we hope that did resonate with you, Pam. Definitely do keep us updated on that love journey. Our next question for you, Uma, is from Jasmine. Now, if you want to also pull a card for Jasmine, we can. But if we want to give a timeline for Jasmine, her question is, when do you see her being in a relationship? She's currently single, and I'm assuming looking to change that ASAP and find the one. So,
yeah, let's pull a card and just kind of see what the cards have in store and where they connect us to for you as far as relationship. And this one, whoops, a little blinded. The Three of Wands. That's a really good card to get because this one is representing all about the future. And within this, a lot of that relationship energy is coming forth. Now, I feel like the three is significant because I feel like that's going to connect you to about we'll say 3 to 4 week time frame right now. And within that, I don't want to promise you that it is a relationship that early, but I definitely do feel like the person that you will be in a relationship will be in your life around that time frame. Um, with something so powerful as like the wands and talking about the future, that really is connecting you to the longevity. So this will be a long lasting relationship for you there as well. Kind of feels like that's been a little bit of a bump in the road, but it is definitely coming.
amazing. Now that we are about 15-ish minutes during this of this 1 hour free live preview of California Psychics, I do want to pause and give a shout out of how to reach Psychic Uma for a one-on-one reading on our website, californiapsychics.com, or our California Psychics app, because she's been giving such fantastic answers today. And if you want to get a follow-up reading, or again, just that one-on-one reading experience with Psychic Uma, away from the live and away from everybody else, and where you can have a reading that is private, one-on-one, and the only people who can view it are you and Psychic Uma. Uma, since you've been saying it so well, can you go ahead and shout out your regular hours and the very next time that you will be online and ready to read on californiapsychics.com?
Yeah, normally my hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 2. Some days it's 8 to 3. But I'll be online tomorrow, 8 to 2, and that's Mountain Standard Time. So pretty much all week.
Perfect.
And if I'm not online, I typically do the offline messages just so it's just another easier way to connect.
Awesome. And I guess just to be clear, the very next time that you will be online,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay. So if you want to send Psychic Uma an offline message, which is again one of our text-based message services, I guess, on our website, you could go ahead and send that, and Psychic Uma will be able to get to that ASAP or whenever she has a moment. Jasmine also saying that thank you from the last question we answered. But getting back to the rest of our questions for the rest of our 1 hour live reading, we have one from Fran, who is asking kind of just what is coming up for her when it comes for love, if we want to also pull a card for Fran as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So let's focus on love and see what the cards are holding for you. Where are we at with this one? So this one is the Three of Cups. This one's a beautiful message because it is all about a celebration. It is, I'm going to call it like an entrance because that's what the cards are connecting you to. But I do feel like this is something to celebrate, something new, something fun coming in. But the beautiful thing about the Three of Cups is that it is all about emotion. And so this is going to be a very deep connection. It feels relationship, like a really, really deep relationship coming in within this. There is some blockages that do come forward. I can't tell if that's you connecting with someone currently, or if it's something more like a little bit of the past. But Spirit is trying to say that you are going to be very emotionally connected and growing. And this energy feels like either the person has changed a lot in their life, um, and is just ready to embark on a new journey with you, but they do definitely have some kind of past connection to you for sure. So, what's in store for you for love over the course of the next 3 months is a lot of movement and a lot of new energies coming in, but you will feel very, very emotionally connected. And the reason I keep saying that is because it's going to be full of passion and compassion. And it feels like that's something that hasn't really been in your love life for a while.
All right. That was a great answer, Uma, and we do hope that did resonate with you, Fran. We are rooting for you, so
Yeah.
definitely keep us updated. And yes, we hope to hear from you soon. Brittany is our next question for you, or has our next question for you, Uma. She is asking about her relationship with Brian and if it's the two of them are meant to get married and start a family together, or do you see this future ending up, or her future ending up with somebody else?
So, as we open up this energy with Brian, there is a lot of heaviness, unfortunately, that does come forward. But that's not saying that you're not meant to be with him, because the energy of this, it does show that you guys are, meant to be together and to fulfill those dreams for you. I mean, there is marriage energy, that comes forward for you. I know the family issues kind of, on the brinks of what we can't really discuss, but it shows fulfillment on your end, within the marriage and with the relationship with him. And so I feel like that is connecting you to a lot of different things. I don't feel that anybody else is coming into your life. Again, I know it's hard with those struggles that are present with Brian right away, but you guys are really overcoming those. There is still a little bit of time that comes in with that because it shows the number 10, which would be October. But you guys will be on a very different platform or page. And you guys are going to be opening up a lot for the next few chapters that are going to be coming into your life. So, yes, you and Brian are meant to be married. You're meant to have that fulfillment and that connection for the long term.
All right. So, Brittany, we hope that did resonate with you. And yeah, our next question for you, Uma, will be coming from Tina from YouTube. Hi, Tina. Uma is saying, or hi, Uma. Tina is saying, excuse me. John is so up and down. Will John and Tina be getting past the friendship level? She definitely, or she just wants to love him wholeheartedly.
Yeah, there is a lot of love that comes forward, and it's not just on your end. Like there is that energy from him. So being stuck in this friendship zone, it stinks, we're not gonna lie. But I do definitely feel that you guys will get past this part. There's more of a door opening up for you guys in the month of September. As we kind of just open that energy up, Spirit is really connecting you to the month of September being more fulfilling for you and overcoming some struggles. And I feel like this sounds negative towards the friendship, but when you're loving each other and you're in that friendship zone, there is struggles. And so that's where I feel like Spirit's saying that that's going to be lifted for you guys. The love energy, like he definitely has that inside. He is pretty stubborn right now and, shells it all up, but he will hit that turning point in the month of September. I don't know if this is significant to you, but Spirit keeps showing something between the 12th and the 13th of September, and that is going to definitely be a turning point for you, and you are going to see him coming out of that shell and really opening up and expressing that he has deeper feelings for you.
All right. We want to thank you for your question, Tina, and definitely keep us updated on your journey. And yeah, hopefully that you get out of the friend zone very soon, and that
Yeah.
extra love that you've been wanting with John is just around the corner. Our next question for you comes from Jennifer Uma. Jennifer is asking about Jason and if things will work out with him, seeing as she hasn't heard from him in about a week. Do you see her also moving soon? I'm not sure if that is related or a separate question.
Okay. So as we open up this energy with you and Jason, it is a very heavy energy, unfortunately. And you still have about like 9 to 10 more days right now, is what Spirit's giving, before he can really kind of give back. And within that, that will end the disconnection that he has kind of been sending you. So to me, that represents about 9 to 10 days that you will be getting communication from him. Now, I don't know if this is how you normally communicate, but it does feel this is his easy way. It's through message because he can kind of hide through that. He wants to test, see where you're at, what you're thinking, that kind of thing. Um, and so he's going to test it that way. But in the end, Spirit does show, yes, that you and him work things out, work through this. Um, this is by the end of the year, there is more of a connection in between the two of you. So this next, we'll say 10 days to give it a buffer. When he communicates with you, it's going to be the beginning of that new adventure. So, on to that next part of the question, there is moving energy for you. And that's why I feel like by the end of the year, that's going to be a strong discussion that you guys have, because it does show you guys coming together within a move. I'm not saying that that's directly the end of the year, but it does show moving energy for the two of you.
All right. Well, it does seem like you'll be all together for what they call cuffing season, which is,
Yes.
yeah, the good time for relationships. So we're rooting for you, Jennifer, and hopefully we've got some good news next time we hear from you. Also, a thank you from our last question we
Oh,
answered from Tina regarding her friendship evolving into love with John.
definitely.
All right. Our next question will be from Cheryl. She is asking about a potential reconnection coming with Anthony. Is this possible with her?
So as we open up this energy with you and Anthony, I mean, immediately it's a yes, but it does kind of feel like drawn out. So to me, that kind of it sucks because it's yes, but we still have some time to come from this. Now, Spirit really flipped it to Anthony's energy, and within that, it's really his moment, if you would, to figure things out, to be able to look at things from a different perspective, to kind of get an understanding of like kind of where you were at in that kind of thing. And so that's why there is still a little bit more time that is being asked within this. When I say time, I'm not talking like 6 months or anything from now. It does feel that it's pushing into about a month and a half. But there is some, Spirit calls it broken communication. So there is some of that from now until that like month and a half's time frame. So you'll get little things from him, but don't expect too much. And when he does communicate with you, just try to be yourself and be as quick to response as you can, because anything delayed makes him feel rejected, and then it pushes everything back. But 100% you and Anthony will reconnect.
All right. Well, we're rooting for you, Cheryl, and definitely let us know how that connection between you and Anthony goes. Now that we're about halfway-ish, before we get into Shandel's question regarding her career, uh, Uma, I would like to shout out your regular hours and the best ways to reach you on CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics apps, because you have been giving out such great answers today. And I bet there are some people out there that want to kind of get a follow-up reading, especially after hearing some of the insights you have today. So can you go ahead and let everybody know when is the very next time you're going to be online on California Psychics for that one-on-one personalized reading, and your regular schedule throughout the week?
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, 8 to 2. That's Mountain Standard Time. And I actually have a good amount of appointments available tomorrow, too. But my regular schedule is usually Monday through Friday, 8 to 2 Mountain Standard Time. And when I'm not on, I definitely try to do those offline messages just so it's an easier way to connect.
All right. So we are about halfway through our 1 hour live stream of our free live preview of California Psychics, where we can answer your questions for free with this week's psychic, one of our top favorites and top rated and fan favorites here at California Psychics, Psychic Uma. Psychic Uma, our next question for you during this free live reading is from Chandel, who is wondering if she can ask a career related question. And I want to say, yes, we are answering also career related questions today. I know we got a lot of love questions coming in the chat, but if you do have a career related question, you can also ask about that for Psychic Uma. Chandel is wondering if she is currently working as a contractor and wondering when she will be getting full-time employment with Bruce Power or a different employer.
Yeah, I mean, the energy for you, there's like immediately nothing but movement that is coming forward, which is a beautiful thing to see because it represents that you are moving in the direction that you are, focused on or manifesting and that kind of thing. The Bruce Power really stuck out to me, and it represents that there is a timing in the beginning of fall. And so I know that it varies with the locations, but some I would call it more the end of September is an energy that's coming forward that has nothing but your fulfillment within it. Spirit is trying to say like the 19th and the 20th is a really strong date for you, and I feel like that's going to be some level of communication to let you know that you are going to be getting full-time employment. It might take a little bit, just paperwork and their trails and whatever they have to do, but it is at that time that you will be notified that you are getting that full-time employment. And again, that the Bruce Power really, really sticks out. So I would have to say that it is connected to them.
All right. We hope this did resonate with you, Chandel, and hopefully that full-time offer is just around the corner for you. Our next question is from Daniel from YouTube. Daniel is asking about his relationship with Jennifer, or he wants to know if he should attend her birthday and give her space. So, what is the insights between him and Jennifer, Uma?
So within this, I would say it's kind of complicated because there is that like push and pull energy that's present between you and Jennifer. But her birthday celebration, it's a go. Like that's the easiest way I can say this. Because it does show that there is peace, there's happiness, there's positivity that does come forward in a level of celebration. So when you mention birthday, it just makes that connection very strong. And I feel like this is kind of an opening for you, even though things have been so up and down and we'll call it even push and pull. But I definitely do feel like this birthday celebration is going to be something that is going to open up the doorway for you guys to reconnect on a very different level. And the reason I say it that way is because it does feel that there's been a lot of conflict. There's been, tension and those kinds of things. And it's just a beautiful energy that really just kind of pulls you guys together because you guys do really share that soulmate connection. And this birthday celebration is really what just kind of opens her eyes, to be honest.
All right. Well, we are rooting for the relationship between you and Jennifer, Daniel, and we hope for the best between y'all. Our next question for you, Uma, is for Angie. Angie is asking kind of a more general question, but we think you might be able to give some good insights. And it might be kind of one that a lot of people may have. Will Angie be in a loving and secure relationship after she has gotten some therapy and kind of worked on herself?
Yeah, let's take a peek at this energy. And I mean, first off, congratulations. Like, more power to you because that's one thing that's really hard to do is to work on ourselves. And you're already making, that first step. But immediately spirit is connecting through all of the struggles that you are enduring right now. It is definitely going to, make you that stronger person, but it's opening up so much more for you on that healing level. So short answer, yes, you will have a loving, safe, secure, happy relationship. I'm going to say this, it's not like set in stone, but give yourself at least like 7 months total. That's like going to therapy, work and continue to work on yourself. I do feel that, the person that you're going to be in a relationship is in your life well before that 7 months, but you're going to do part of that healing within this person. Um, so you are definitely on the right page, and you will finally get to have that, loving, secure relationship. And I do have to say this because Spirit really wants to emphasize the amount of happiness that comes forward within this is going to be significant. It definitely will be something that you haven't experienced in your past. And I do feel like this is going to be your true soulmate.
All right. Um, well, Angie, we definitely hope for the best for you. And yeah, we definitely wanted to say congratulations again. And also just, yeah, we are rooting for you. And yeah, we can't wait to see what's to come. Positive things are definitely coming your way. Brian is asking uh, for you, Uma. He's asking for a career card, please. Mainly, is there a managerial role that you see in the future for Brian coming up? And with that, along with obviously more money. So,
Yeah, let's pull a card for you and see. So, as we do that, it's the world, which I mean is probably one of the most powerful cards that you could receive because it's kind of like the world's at your feet, right? I definitely do feel there is an energy of more money that does come, for you within that, which obviously I feel like it's going to be kind of part of that leadership or that management type role. Um, there's not an exact time frame that comes in with this right now, but something is trying to come forward over the next 3 weeks. It does kind of feel like your spirits have been kind of down a little bit within that. So just kind of like try to pull yourself out of that, kind of bring in that good energy because it is 100% coming to you. I know it's kind of like a rough timing within that, but spirit does show that you will have that abundance or that prosperity by the end of this year. So by the end of 24, you will have more of that money that will cause stability, security, all of those things coming in for you. So you're definitely on the right track. You just have a little bit more before it comes forward.
all right. Well, we are definitely looking forward to hearing from you, Brian. Whenever you do get that role, definitely keep us updated. We are rooting for you in that growth you're looking for. Hopefully, it's just around the corner, that role for you. Our next question for you, Uma, is from Trinity. Trinity is asking about her relationship with Dave. Will they be when will they be back in good communications and back on good terms between the two of them?
Okay. So as we open this energy up, communication is what wants to come forward first. Within this, it's strongly saying 7. So to me, that's 7 days. Just kind of don't get down on that. It's just something that Dave kind of needs to figure out and whatnot. But after the 7 days, communication is really strong. I do feel that there is happiness, there's positivity that is coming from this. It does feel like he has kind of created some changes in his life. Spirit keeps saying that he is wanting to be more open. And when I say that, it's like he wants to be more open with his ears. So listening is something that is coming forward more with him, but also him being open more with you and the way that he communicates. That's something that's changing. But to really be set on like good terms and solid and those kinds of things, you are looking at about a 3 month time frame, but that's rebuilding, repairing. Trust is something that's also coming forward, but it's also proof of, that he is going to communicate with you and he is going to be transparent. So you have a little bit of time, but you will definitely be on good terms.
Amazing. Another amazing answer from you, Uma and Trinity. We hope this did resonate with you as well. We also had a comment from Brian, our last question that we answered, just saying a huge thank you as well. Now that we have about 20-ish minutes to go, I did also want to take a pause and just wanted to say thank y'all all for joining our live stream today. We still have about 20-ish minutes where we have to answer y'all's questions for free during this 1 hour free live preview of California Psychics with Psychic Uma. Just also a reminder to check our social media pages as well for any extra offers that we like to promote on our social media channels for our loyal followers. We do want to reward you, so go ahead and stay on the lookout for stuff coming up as well. We do have a question from Jasmine. This is just more so for me. Is there a way to rewind the live? I don't think right while we are currently live, but at the end of our live stream today, here in about 20-ish minutes, the live stream will be uploaded to our Facebook and YouTube pages where you will be able to watch the answers that Psychic Uma have given you. Or if you missed out on how to reach Psychic Uma, you can go back and watch as well. And you can also click the link in the description as well, and that will pull up Psychic Uma's page on California Psychics. But we still have about 20-ish minutes to answer y'all's questions during this free live preview. So, I want to pick one from Randy. You may recognize Randy, Uma, because there's no name attached, but she says she's got to stop asking you, but you know the question. What is up?
I love it.
Him. So
I'm glad we got through, because you literally were up on my mind the other day, and I was like, oh, I need to send her a message, but I wasn't able to yet. And I feel like you already know the answer to this one, is that, he's kind of out there in left field, we'll call it. You know what I mean? And he is definitely trying patience right now. However, the dreadful answer to this one is that communication is really wanting to come forward. And that's a big reason you were coming into my mind the other day, because I felt him wanting to come forward, wanting to pull you back in the best way that he could. And I'm going to be real honest with you. It does feel short term right now with him trying to pull you in, because he's still got, everything going on in his head. So just kind of prepare yourself for that. But it does kind of feel like this is his last little bit of a test. Spirit's connecting to mental clearness, which I know you know exactly what I'm saying when it comes to that, is that he's going to get in a little bit more of a clear headspace. And that's going to be after this next little communication that he's going to bring out. Because again, it's a test. He wants to see where you're at, how you're going to respond, will you respond, those kinds of things. And so just brace yourself for that one. But I would say Spirit's bringing in around September, that mental clearness is before him. And I'm not just saying he's finally figured things out, but it's some of the issues that he's been faced with in the past. They are clearing up a little bit, and that's where he's going to be much more level-headed, and he will communicate with you in the month of September too.
Awesome. Well, Randy, we hope that did resonate with you, and we hope you connect with Uma soon, and definitely keep her updated. Our next question for you, Uma, is from Tina. Please excuse me if I mispronounced that. And also for our last question, Randy, we also did want to say thank you for stopping by as well. The question now for you, Uma. Hope you're doing well. Do you see where Dee's head is at when it comes to their connection? Do you see the two of them mending things? I'm assuming that there is currently a little bit of conflict going on at the moment.
So right now, especially when you ask where's his head at, the very first thing that Spirit brought forward is misunderstandings. There's a lot that is there, and those misunderstandings have created a lot of different heartaches, not just on his end, but to you. And so I do feel like he's taking a really hard, long look at your guys' energies. And when I say it that way, it's, he's looked at like past, he's looked at, or sorry, he's thought about the future and these things, and he looks at ways that he can do things differently. Because there's a lot of romantic connections and feelings that do come forward when he does think of you. So, to kind of the other half of your question, yes, things will be on the mend for you guys. Sorry, Spirit keeps trying to say that he's like been daydreaming a lot about you. So it's kind of taken me a different direction, but he's really had you on his mind a lot lately. And if there hasn't been a whole lot of communication, get ready because he is going to try to, break some kind of ground with communications. You have about 8 to 9 days right now before he does, but he's going to kind of try to come in soft, just kind of see where you are, where things are at, and how you react to him. But by the end of the year, you guys will be truly, truly working on mending your guys' relationship.
All right. We hope this did resonate with you, and definitely keep us updated and reach out to Psychic Uma with some updates as well. Our next question for you, Uma, is from Jill, who is asking more of kind of a general question. If we want to pull a card for Jill as well, if any good blessings are coming her way, anything that she needs to know for the rest of 2024.
Okay, let's take a peek at you and just see what the cards are bringing forward for you within this. And as we pulled this, it's the 7 of Cups, which is beautiful because the 7 of Cups is really opening up, I'm gonna call it possibilities, but opportunities. I really feel like that's what that is connecting to. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly, how many blessings that is bringing. But one thing that really is sticking out to me right now is that there's a lot of, I'm gonna call them blessings or opportunities that are gonna help you relieve a lot of anxiety that you have had, because Spirit is really connecting you to this like tense kind of energy. And it is representing that you're going to be able to overcome this. And there's a lot of other things that come in with that too, but the main one right now is this level of anxious or nervous energy, stress that you have around you. And that's going to be the very first thing that wants to unfold. This one is showing around the 28th of this month for you there. But as you go into the year, the remainder of 24, I definitely do feel like blessings are coming your way. Like I said, I wish I could give you exactly what they were, but just know that, like, abundance is coming in. The word career popped out. So that's going to take me to finances and those kinds of things. You will be blessed with that. And there's the word security surrounds the career and the finances for you too.
All right. Now that we are winding down towards the end of our 1 hour free live preview of California Psychics, we can already see it in the chat by a few of our viewers, but we are going to be switching over to our card pull section of the live stream. Since we have a lot of questions coming in today and we want to give or get through questions a little bit faster to answer a few more during these last 15 minutes, we are switching over to that card pull section where you can ask for a love, career, general card, finance, etc. But while we have some of those questions filtering in, Uma, I want to give you the opportunity to shout out. When is the very next time that you are available on CaliforniaPsychics.com for a reading and your regular schedule throughout the week? Also, just want, right before you say that, I do want to shout out for our viewers that you can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now to pull up Psychic Uma's profile. But to you, Uma.
Yes, I will be on tomorrow, 8 to 2, and that's Mountain Standard Time. And normal schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 to 2 Mountain Standard Time. But again, I like to try to do as many offline messages as I can if I'm not online.
All right. So if you want, you heard it from her. If you want to reach Psychic Uma, once again, you can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will get you a one-on-one private reading experience with Psychic Uma on CaliforniaPsychics.com or our California Psychics app. But we still have a lot of questions to get through in our last 12-ish minutes of this live stream today. We have one from Alicia, who is asking for a love card for you, from you, Uma, and the insights with it.
Okay, so let's focus on your energy and see what card is coming forward for you today. So this one, the Page of Wands. And within this one, I always like this one to be a good one because it connects to like positive messages, communication, all of those things I really do feel are coming forward for you. So that communication that you've been looking for, kind of searching for even, it's definitely coming in, and the wands want to pull in more of like an emotion or a passion. So it's definitely going to be a very beautiful or good communication coming in for you.
All right. Alicia, we hope this did resonate with you. And also, she is saying thank you, Uma. So, our next question for you comes from Estefani, who's asking for a love card. Please, Uma.
Let's focus on love for you and see where we are with that. So, this one, the Three of Swords. Now, I know it looks more scary than it is, but within that, it just symbolizes like levels of heartache or, heartbreak that you've been through. But I do feel that this is something that is coming to an end, and that's kind of like the clouds are separating and the sunshine is coming forward. So, the hard times that you've been going through when it comes to love, it is coming to an end, and you're going to start to really see that sunshine through for you.
Amazing. Thank you for stopping by, Estefani. And also, our next question comes from Linda, who is asking you, Uma, for the most stupendous love card that the universe has to offer today for Linda.
Okay, so let's focus on Linda and see what universe can bring forward as far as the cards for you here. And within this one, it is coming up within the Hermit. Within that, I do feel like this is asking you to really just kind of focus on a rejuvenation period for you. I know that's kind of hard when it comes to love, but really, I feel like you need that sense of rejuvenation, like a relax, manifestation and meditation are other things that are coming forward for you. So when that does come forward in regards to this card, I definitely feel like that is saying that you have this power to manifest, to focus on what you want deeper for that love. But you do have to give some of that love to yourself right now, which again is one of those hard things to do. But I do feel like a clearing for you is coming forward.
All right. Hopefully this did resonate with you, Linda, and we definitely want to hear the update soon. Our next question for you, Uma, is from Kimberly, who is asking for another love card today.
Okay, so let's focus on Kimberly. What kind of love card comes forward for you here within that? And this one, the Three of Wands. This one, again, it's very powerful for you. I really feel like Spirit is saying that you're moving forward to a very successful connection relationship. This one again wants to really connect you to like a 3-day time frame, that there is a huge shift. So your future in love is extremely successful, and 3 days time frame, you are going to feel that shift. So everything is moving forward in a successful way.
All right. Next one for you is from Z, who is asking for another love card. Uma.
So let's focus on you and see what the cards are pulling forward, where we're at within this one. So you got the World. I mean, beautiful card. Like, you can't ask for a better card when it comes to that. The World, just kind of like everything finally coming together. Spirit's really trying to connect you to something new, and that is very fulfilling. And that's why it's kind of everything at once coming together, kind of like the World, right? Making that full circle for yourself. I know it's a little off of that card, but Spirit was dropping the word that there's no more drama. That one is definitely, kind of leaving you. So bringing all of that positivity in for you, I really feel like you're going to be in a good place when it comes to love.
All right. And we want to thank you for stopping by, Z. And yes, that was a great card. So we hope the absolute best for you in your relationships, and definitely keep us updated. Uma, right before we get into our next question, and also Kimberly saying thank you for
Oh,
her answer that she received today, and also Z as well. Uma, can you go ahead and shout out once again the best ways to reach you on CaliforniaPsychics.com or California Psychics app? And the very next time you're going to be online in your schedule throughout the week. Basically, how to get that one-on-one reading experience with the infamous and fan favorite Psychic Uma on California Psychics.
yeah. So Monday through Friday, 8 to 2 Mountain Standard Time. Next time I'll be online is tomorrow, 8 to 2 Mountain Standard Time. Have quite a few appointments open. And when I'm not online, I try to do as many offline messages just so we can connect a little bit more.
All right. Our next question for you, Uma, is from Morris. And also just a reminder that for our audience, you can click the link in the description below to pull up Psychic Uma's profile and all that information that she just mentioned, as well as you can go ahead and book a reading with her. Also, I haven't mentioned, but if you are having any trouble booking a appointment or booking a reading with Psychic Uma, you can call our customer care line and they will be able to set up an appointment with Psychic Uma at a time that works for both you and Psychic Uma. Just go in and call and say, hey, I just want to book with Uma, and they can get you all set up there. But our next question is from Morris, who is requesting a love card reading from you, Uma.
Okay, so let's see where this energy is taking us. And as we open this one's the Tower, but don't be frightened by this because this just represents that there is major change in a good direction that is coming forth. It does feel that a lot of this you've kind of risen from the ashes, if you would, a lot through past. But I feel like this is your fresh start. I feel like this is a new beginning for you. A lot of passion and love energy really wants to come forward in connection to this card. So again, I know the Tower can kind of seem nerve-wracking or negative, but in your case, it's 100% connected to the changes that are coming forward in your love life.
All right. Next one is from Pam or Pamela, who is asking for a love card, please.
So let's focus on Pamela, love, and see where the energy is taking us. And again, the Page of Wands wants to come forward. So with you, this one, it really feels like it's trying to burn fast. Communication and Spirit is all about good news coming forth. So it feels like there's been some sort of lack of communication. And this one is definitely bringing forward that communication. It's connecting to, there's maybe been some type of misunderstanding or the communication wasn't 100% clear, but this message that is going to be coming forward, it's burning fast, so days time frame is going to definitely clear up that energy in regards to the relationship.
All right. And this is a message from Morris, who you pulled a card for, and just saying thank you and can't wait to connect with
I
you
love it.
soon. Next one is for Akila, who is asking for a financial card, please.
Okay, so let's focus on financials and see where this is taking us. So as we open up this one, it is the Two of Cups. So within this, I really feel like this is representing strength. And I feel like you are surrounded by a lot of success. So when it comes to financials, I feel that you are strong, you're on the right path, and that level of success is definitely coming forward for you. This one kind of feels like it's been a little bit, but the timing on this one is really connecting you to this month. So the number 8, which would be August. So that's where some of this security or this success energy is going to come forward.
Awesome. We hope that did resonate with you, Akila, and thank you for stopping by today. Next one is from Angelica. And actually, right before we get to Angelica, Pamela did want to just say
Oh,
thank you for her card
yes.
pull as well. But Angelica is asking for that love card, please.
Okay, so let's focus on this love card, see where we are within this one too. So this one, the Seven of Pentacles, whoop, um, within that, it represents that it's been a struggle a lot for you, but the end is near, right? Because it's not always meant to be a struggle, especially when it comes to relationships, because it represents that the struggle is ending and you are going to be entering a long term relationship. There's a lot of happiness that does surround that as well too. So thank you, because that struggle is definitely coming to an end, and that longevity that you have wanted is going to be entering your life.
All right. Also, Akila saying thank you for her reading. Just
Oh,
wanted to shout that out too. Next one is for Hin, who is asking for a financial reading, please.
okay, so let's focus on finances here. See where the cards are taking us when it comes. So, this one, the Five of Pentacles, this one is kind of representing that there's been some worried energy around you when it comes to this, but just like that circle in the top part of that card, it represents that turning point for you. So the worries that are connected to the financials, those are definitely coming to an end. um it's connecting to the number five, but it feels like that's kind of been something of more of the past that you've kind of been going through. And this is why I feel like you're on that end half of the circle, because there is an increase that's going to be coming that's going to relieve that worried energy for you. So hang in there a few more weeks, because that is definitely coming forward.
All right. And right before we get into Marianne's card, Uma, can you go ahead and shout once again your regular schedule throughout the week to for those who want to connect for that one-on-one private reading experience on CaliforniaPsychics.com?
Yeah, Monday through Friday, 8 to 2 Mountain Standard Time. And I will be on tomorrow, 8 to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
All right. And yes, you can click the link in the description
Excuse me.
below or of the live stream you're watching right now. And that will pull up the Psychic Uma's profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com, where it'll have all that information she just shouted out, as well as the ability to send her a message or hop right into her call queue. Also, we just want to thank y'all for joining us for our 1 hour live stream today in this free live preview of California Psychics. We will be returning next week for our regular scheduled free live preview. But this week we hosted one of our fan favorites with Psychic Uma. So we just wanted to give her another little shout out. And also, make sure to follow us on social media and check our Facebook and Instagram profiles. We will be having some special offers coming up, so definitely keep a lookout for that. Marianne is asking for a love card from you, Uma.
Okay, so let's focus on love and see where the cards are taking us for you here within this. So, one of my favorites, the Two of Cups. This one is soulmate. It's such a beautiful, strong connection. I do feel like this is really connecting you to your soulmate. Something about the past 2 months, though, this seems to kind of be like a wave all over the place. And it seems to be like that as an energy that is really settling down. So if you feel like you haven't quite met your soulmate, I definitely do feel like that is something that is coming forward, because this energy completely surrounds you. This is going to be the union, the bond, everything that you have truly wanted within this. And if it is somebody that's present in your life, or you kind of had some of those doubts, within this month, you're going to really see that energy open up for you.
All right. That was a great way to end our 1 hour free live preview of California Psychics today. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. And Akila, with some more words of
Oh,
encouragement and also We had one more. Her call log is always full, which is really good. And also,
you.
you can read Psychic Uma's, I guess, all of her customer reviews on her profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com, where once again, you can click the link in the description below and that will pull up her California Psychics profile. Once again, we want to thank everybody for joining us for today's free live preview of California Psychics and this free live preview of Psychic Uma and her abilities today and why she is one of our favorites here at California Psychics. Once again, we will be returning next week at the same time with another free live preview of California Psychics. But until then, if you do want to connect, you can go ahead and connect with Psychic Uma for that one-on-one reading experience. And especially if you had one of your questions answered today, get some follow-up insights. And I think that is it. So once again, thank you, everybody. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.